Good morning, welcome to a new update of the markets from Crypto Michael. As the markets are completely going crazy recently, and that's awesome. Not only Ethereum is doing fine, but also other altcoins are doing great. For instance, Solana already pulled an 8x. So I think the market is heating up for a new bull cycle, and that's great if you are into crypto. If you're just getting started, that's also awesome, as you have timed it quite well. First, before we're going to do some TA, if you like my content, please subscribe to the channel or like beneath. That's helping me out a lot. Also follow me on Instagram, where I'll be posting more content regarding what I'll be doing in my life and trading. And it's a big day today, as my company is turning professional. We have already been growing the group significantly, as there's more full-time traders and fundamental guys in the group right now, and we've decided to put the website up this morning. So if you want to trade alongside me, get educated, get some nice setups, get fundamental information regarding projects, check out the website. It's in the link beneath, and it's the start of a great journey. Regarding TSOS, what we have is clearly... Oh, I did not want to erase that. I did not want to erase that. So what we have on TSOS on the daily time frame, we have been discussing TSOS previously. So we do not want to lose the previous resistance zone, the previous OB. This compression period is signaling that we have a support zone in this area. So what you want to achieve is that we're currently holding this area for support, which we are. And every uptrend is basically surrounded with these flips. So what you see in the previous run from beginning or since the crash is that every previous level gets tested for support, and there's a continuation until the previous support gets rejected for resistance, right? So in this case, the previous resistance flips for support. You don't want to flip beneath this level, as then you're most likely going to target these range lows. But currently we are above, and that signals that we are going to most likely see continuation and maybe even a new impulse wave. So smaller time frame, we see that we've got this OB, which we have discussed on the daily time frame. We see that we've held it, and most likely what happens after is that price drops beneath support, gets towards the next support, bounces up to reject at the first resistance level, and then the crucial part comes, which is testing the lower levels for support. And there's two scenarios you can have. You've got a bottom structure, we reject, and then we tap one more time, and then you get the bullish divergence confirmation. Reclaim is a long entry, and we've got a short-term trend reversal, right? The second one, which we might be seeing here, is that you get a downwards drop, bounce up, and then a higher low and compression. And then usually you see an OB. In this case, you see an OB here, after which we break out, show strength. And that's what we're most likely going to see here, in which we get a compression period. Is the first scenario still likely? Yes, if we do get here, I'll be deploying some more longs, but definitely I'm filled already for a slide a bit. Once we break this 345 level, that's the crucial part on the upside. So once we break this resistance, which in this case is the 345 level, it seems very likely that we're going to continue moving. And then you can define it through a Fibonacci extension. Target zones are 618, which is 358 to 362. But most likely it's the area between 370 to 380. And then the level around 403 to 413, which I have as short-term target zones. Probably it's going to be a run like we have seen previously, in which deep wicks, ups and downs. So I think TSOS is ready for a nice move, and you see me saying ETH. Well, let's discuss Ethereum. We have discussed it on Cointelegraph yesterday. We have discussed it on the live stream yesterday. I can erase this a little bit before we continue. what you see is a clear bottom structure. So we have just discussed the higher low formation, and in this case you see that we just make a lower low on the candle structure, which creates a bullish divergence on smaller time frames, and after that we start trending up. First level of resistance becomes resistance, compression period, and breakout. And once we break above this high, we've got a new trend, right? So we've got a higher low already, we've got the bottoming structure, and now we make new higher highs. Smaller time frames, we can see that we've flipped the 417 level for support. If we zoom into more, 430 bucks should be keeping at support, but crucially we would not want to drop below 420. Well, 430 held, and there's the breaker. So for this move, you were also able to deploy a Fibonacci extension, and then you see that we're close to a target zone. Overall, we've got a new higher high. So what we want to see right now, and what most likely will happen, is that we get some consolidation, right? It's unlikely that we're going to just continue moving. We want to see some consolidation, and the crucial area that you want to see hold is essentially the previous resistance zone. So the area between 433 to 440 is the area that you want to see sustain as support. As long as that sustains as support, you can see continuation going on, and you see a slight green box, which is signaling that the area around 500 bucks, around the 1618 Fibonacci level, is the area that I'd be looking for short term as a short term target. Once we lose the 435 level as support, it's very likely that we drop back into the range and we start continuing the range a little bit more. Then we can also state that this is deviation, but for now it's a very bullish perspective. Then ETH BTC and not the shorts. ETH BTC, similar figure. On the daily time frame, we've shown that the crucial level for support held as support. So this is another higher low after we're holding support for support. New higher high, we've broken the previous high, which is a great signal. So what you want to achieve here is that you continue this momentum, right? So you don't want to drop below 0.34 in ETH BTC, and on the smaller time frames you can see that you don't really want to drop below any of these levels, which essentially means dropping below 0.36. Then the higher time frame target zone, first one is clearly defined at the range high, which in this case is around 0.41. If we do break 0.41, 0.46 and 5.6 become next target zones. But Ethereum BTC is above the 100-day and 200-day MA, which is bullish and which is signaling continuation. Then the next one, Curve. We have been discussing this one on the live stream yesterday, and what we see is that we've got a bottoming structure, breakout of this bottoming structure. We flipped the previous level of resistance, which is this block, for support. We got a support resistance flip at the 2900 sats level, and what you want to achieve after that is a new higher high. So what we got is a new higher high in the short term resistance zone. We got there and rejected, which is fine, but a nice rally up in which a new higher high is made after higher lows. So what you want to see and what you clearly want to see holding is the 3200 level. If we get some more compression going, it seems very likely that we create a new higher low, and then after this higher high you want to continue this uptrend in new higher highs, through which 5500 and 8600 are the next target zones for Curve. But it's a new coin and there is some hype surrounding it, which makes it very likely that we can even go into price discovery. New coins usually have this momentum. For instance, Solana has it, a very new coin, and has momentum, as you can see, as there's just no... The reason why these things are going very crazy in the recent movements are that they don't have any back holders. So if you go back to the coins of 2017, they flip from levels because there are some back holders, and when there are no back holders, it's very easy for them to start moving. That's also something we've seen in 2017 with altcoins. Swipe, we clearly have a daily time frame level, which is the area around 276 to 282 or 280, as you can see. We don't want to lose that. We have rejected at the daily OB at 312, as you can see. So we're stuck inside a range. Nothing to worry at this point. As long as we hold green, everything is fine. If we do get this scenario which we break back up to 350, I think the next breaker above 350 will start a new impulse wave on Swipe, and then I'll be targeting the level around $4 first. If we do lose 275, I'm going to look at liquidity hunts below the recent low, and then I'll be looking at longs between 250 to 205. Probably swing trading wise, I'll be just accumulating some more there. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this small update on the markets, and I'll be back tomorrow with a fresh update on cryptocurrencies.